Hello, my name is Junjun Lee. I'm the visual art teacher from Success Centers. Today, I'd like to show you a simple technique of calligraphy, and I also like to show you how to draw bamboos with a brush and ink and rice paper. First, we need to have a brush. I'm gonna demonstrate with a big brush so you can see more clearly. But if you have a smaller brush like this, that will be perfectly fine. And the second, we need ink. It's a sumi ink. You can also use the Indian ink, or even use the watercolor black. That will work. We try to keep it flexible and easy and accessible. Then we like to put the ink in a container. This is the ink stone. If available, we'll use the ink stick to make ink in the ink stone. But if you don't have access to it, we can simply use the ink. Alright, the next, I would give you a very brief introduction to this brush. As you might know, the Chinese calligraphy have 3,000 years of culture and history, and each character have its own stories and culture reference. I would like to share the most quality that I learned from this brush in my own experience. The first is grounding. Why it's grounding? Because when we practice the calligraphy, we sit straight. Make sure that we're grounding to the earth and straighten our spine, connected to the sky. Holding the brush will be 90 degrees straight. Make sure we point it to the earth, the gravity. The second, it's focus. Look at this. When we are not focused, our energy and all scatter. And when we simply dip the brush into the water, like this, you see what happened? The hair of the brush found to a point. And this is the point of our focus. When we do things, it's good to be focused and one step in a time, and one thing in a time. The third quality, it's flexible. If you heard about or watched the movie about Bruce Lee, The Spirit of Kung Fu, they would say strong as metal and soft as water. And that is high spirit of the calligraphy brush. Therefore, practicing calligraphy, it's not just writing a character or drawing some pictures. It's the life of choice. It's the life of integrity. The next, I'm going to show you something very simple and also the very, how do you say, symbol of China. It's bamboo and panda. Maybe I will hold on the panda to next time, but in this class, I will show you how to do the bamboo in a very simple way, and also how this bamboo form into the character. Okay. Now I'm gonna point the camera down on my paper. Okay. All right. So this is the white paper. You can get it from Chinatown or Japantown. During the pandemic time, you can simply order it from Amazon. It's called white paper. And if the conditions allow, you can use the ink stone with some water and make some ink in the ink stone. So this is the ink stick, make ink in the ink stone. And why are we spending time to make the ink versus easily put this ink into the container? There's a reason for it. It's a mental practice of preparations. When we circulate the ink stick in the ink stone, we're practicing the minds of calming, grounding, and repetition. And when we do this for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, our body and mind will merge into a calm, relaxed mode and focus only making connection with the ink. And imagine using this ink to create a character or a picture. That's what we said. We have the image in our head. Once the ink into the white piece of paper, it's hard to change. So it's important to have the picture in your mind. We call it visionary. And now I just make this ink in the ink stone. Okay. I'm gonna use a smaller brush. Instead of the demonstration, the brush is you see the size differences. This is for much bigger piece of paper. That's more suitable for the small piece of paper. So when you choose the size of the brush, it really related to the size of the paper. Okay. For the bamboo, remember that how we grow the garden, or we saw our parents or grandparents grow their garden. They make the soil soft and plant the seed to the soil from the earth and go up to the ground and extend it to the sky. So we're using the same technique as the bamboo trunk. From the bottom to the top, we're using the side of the brush. Okay? Please pay attention. I'm going to repeat. Use the side of the brush from the bottom to the top. One more time. From the bottom to the top, use the side of the brush. Push up. When you start with the stroke, you can stay there for 2 seconds. And then on the way up, speed up. Before we lift up the brush, stay for another 2 seconds. Okay? See the rhythm? Okay. Now I just did one bamboo trunk. I'm gonna do the smaller bamboo trunk. If you did not catch the first one, this is another opportunity. Okay? Again, I'm showing you how to do a bamboo trunk. From the bottom to the top. Okay? Bottom to the top, push. Bottom to the top, push. Okay? And now I have 2 bamboo trunks. Simple as that. Now, I'm adding some branches. Okay. When I'm adding the branch, I'm using the tip of the brush. The tip of the brush. Okay. That's the tip of the brush. This branches is gonna hold up to the bamboo leaves. So however you like it to grow, now is an opportunity for you to design a bamboo tree. So we just finished the branches. Now we're gonna add some leaves. Pay attention how I make the bamboo leaves. It's from the top to the bottom. Therefore, it's opposite than we do in the bamboo trunk. From the top to the bottom, from top to the bottom, from top to the bottom. I like to do a group of 3. Sometimes it's a group of 5. But for now, we keep it simple. A group of 3. Okay. So now we are thinking about the balancing. Right. Where do you want to put these leaves? It's really up to you. Up to you means your eye goes around, and where would you like to see the leaves to grow, to be balanced and pleasing to you. I'm doing it really fast because I'm doing the demonstration and try to keep the video short to upload to YouTube. The very practical reason, but please take your time. It's very important to take your time doing the calligraphy practice. From now, I can continue add more group of bamboo leaves, or I can stop here. You can continue. All right. So now, I like to transform this picture into a Chinese character. We call it 汉字. You see that there is a group of leaves. I'm going to repeat it here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So it's 2 group of 3 leaves. And then that's the bamboo trunk. Okay? So this is the character of bamboo. We call it 竹, 枝无竹. There's 4 tones of the Chinese character. This is the second tone. 竹, 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 竹. Again, this is the character of 竹, bamboo. Alright, this is for the class today. We did the introduction of calligraphy, brush, the character of the brush, the spirit of the brush. And we learned how to use the calligraphy brush, draw bamboo, and learn how to do the character of bamboo. We call it 竹. Okay. Well, thank you for painting with me today. And I look forward to see you next time to introduce you to more of the Chinese character and the story behind the characters. My name is Junjun from Success Centers. I'll see you next time.